and now you want to go to such and such a major in film or television or art or whatever else. No, get you a good job, start working for the county, work as a social worker. I'm just saying, I grew up in that kind of environment. They just want safety. Don't go out here and take this crazy risk. Go and do something that's going to provide that for you. And so literally trying to get parents, so in our college and career fair, we have a whole track of things just for parents to get them to see the numbers even, that this is a viable option, that there are, but it doesn't look the way they think it looks. It's not just the guy in front of the mic, spitting rhymes and whatever else, but it's all those other jobs behind it. So it's about mentorship to a parent to be able to see that that's a possibility. One of the great things is Stars and the Simpsons show is really good to us, and we're able to take kids down to the show. They can see how everything works and how it goes from beginning to end. And when you think that a kid is sitting there doing his doodling on his notebook all the time, right? Or, there's kids who do so much that they're doing taps for each other. They got all this artistic ability, but they don't know anywhere about how to plug that in. And when they can see and have one of they bring out the Emmys and stuff like that, and they can see these people hold it and touch it and see that it's a possibility. That then becomes a possibility for them to think about it. But I just think that for us, it's looking at all the gamut and also trying to convince the parent. Because if your kid does do well, and you grow up the way I grew up or whatever else, you're just saying be a doctor, be a social worker, be a teacher, be something, and nothing against those things, but the kid trying to go in that field is going to be dissuaded because people think that you're just throwing your life away. And we got to make people believe that and understand that that's not the case.
Now, where are my students again? Raise your hand if you're a student. Aye? Okay. So, since you've been at school, raise your hand if you've discovered a profession that you had never heard about before. Okay? So this is part of, to this point about what are some of the obstacles. We do need to talk about discovery, right? Discovery of these career pathways. How do we make people aware that there even is such a job, right? Did you, is that something you nodding your head? Did you want to jump in?
Oh, no,
Absolutely. All right. So I think I have time for one more question. Is there one more question?
Hi, my name is Ann Pham, and I'm an MBA student at the Marshall School. My question is for Delilah. I think what you're doing is so amazing, and I wanted to understand a little bit more about the process once a woman entrepreneur is selected, what type of mentorship she's provided, the age range, if there is, and what type of guidance is provided through the program.
Perfect. Well, so one of the brilliance of this program is that it was completely radically designed in terms of how the companies are selected and then what happens to them. So I think we're all familiar with the world of pitch competitions and Shark Tank, and these are all very sort of masculine concepts that really don't work for women. And so